An emotional rally today outside the apartment building where police killed Ejaz Ahmed Choudry.
We want justice for Ejaz.
The family says the father of four had schizophrenia and other medical conditions but posed no threat. They're calling for a public inquiry into his death.
You're talking about a 62-year-old man who can't even take 5 to 6 steps without having to sit down because he can't breathe. Video taken by a witness shows the moment police entered Choudry's residence where he was alone. The Special Investigations Unit that looks into shootings by police says officers were called to the Mississauga residence to check on the well-being of a man. The SIU says Choudry barricaded himself in the apartment and police entered when communication with him stopped. The statement says officers used a taser and plastic bullets before discharging a firearm multiple times. Choudry died at the scene.
Unfortunately, because it is an SIU investigation, I can't get into the specifics at this time, but it was weapons that he had access to inside the residence.
The SIU says a knife was recovered from the scene. His nephews say he didn't speak English, and his mental condition made him paranoid and afraid of police. They pleaded with officers to allow family to speak with Choudry while the incident was unfolding.
He would have came out harmless, he wouldn't have hurt anyone, right? But at the same time, we would still have an uncle.
You say he's a danger to himself. What did you guys do? What's more dangerous than killing him?
Family members described Choudry as quiet and very religious, saying he prayed often. His nephew reflected on his own loss.
You know, you think about things where it's like, you know, maybe I should have taken him for that coffee. I should have taken him to the gas station. I should have done this for him. And then, you know, I don't have the opportunity to do it anymore because of what happened yesterday and what the police did.
No peace, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace.
And Tally is at the scene. Those protests have been happening all day. And what's happening now?
That's right, Ian. Those protests started this morning and they're still going. We actually caught them on our drive up here, marching up the streets, chanting justice for Ejaz. Still quite a bit of passion here tonight. At one point, they actually shut down traffic in 2 intersections. Now, the SIU investigation is still ongoing. They said today they've canvassed the area for witnesses and evidence and say that they're in possession of some video footage, but we don't know if it's the same footage that you just saw. A post-mortem is expected to be conducted in Toronto tomorrow. Now, the family doesn't want to plan anything until the body is released, but it's expected that a funeral and potentially another protest will be happening in the next few days. And Ian, of course, with today being Father's Day, the family saying that it is especially heartbreaking that 4 children are living with that loss tonight.
All right. Thank you, Tally Ricci in Mississauga tonight.